Continues Saturday at 8 on 5 USA.
Diamond, what did I tell you about bringing food into my lab?
I skipped dinner.
Hello everybody, it's so good.
Hello.
So good to see you here. Just please say a couple of words about yourself. Introduce each other. Please. You can start talking.
Hello, I'm Guzel. I'm from Kazan. As always, I take part in these lessons. I'm very happy to see you again.
Yeah, sure, of course. We are very happy to see you. Next, please.
Good evening.
Hey, Dima. Long time no see. How have you been doing, stranger? Yeah.
Oh, it's strange, but my parents decided to move to another flat, so I just had to cope with it. I'm so happy to be here. I mean, I so missed all of you. So
Okay.
yeah.
Good. Good to see you back. Okay. Anybody else, please? We have some new. Yeah, please.
I'm from Kazan.
Uh-huh.
I joined you last time, and therefore, it was so interesting. Therefore, I decided to join you again.
Okay, very good. Yeah, very welcome. Yeah, it's so good to see you. Okay, next, please.
Hello, my name is Ludmila. I'm from Yakutsk, and good evening, everyone.
Good, very good. Next, please. So I see somebody is without the microphone. Please turn your microphone on because usually we talk here. Yeah, please. Next. I think that Katya has some problems with connection, so she just restarted the browser. Maybe she will start talking right now. Okay. Katya? All right. Yeah. So before we start our regular class, the usual question, like, what's new? Anything new that happened to you during this time when I haven't seen you? Okay, please, Guzel.
Examinations are coming. We have less time for preparation. So, for me, it is very sad.
I understand, yeah, but you know, nothing can be done. That's all right, not a problem. That's okay. Then, who's next? About your news, what's new happened to you during this time?
Good evening, everybody. I had some problems with my microphone, but now it's all right. Glad to see you all again.
Yeah, good to see
And
you.
about for news,
Uh-huh.
as Gazelle said, examinations are coming, and it means that the end of our school life is coming too. And some of my classmates just talking about it almost all the time, and they say that they will miss our school life, and I'll agree with them because our class really likes our school, and we love it, and it's a bit sad.
Yeah, well, forget about this. It's not sad, believe me. It's yeah, in English we call it bittersweet. You know this?
Yes, yes.
Bittersweet. It's a bittersweet feeling. It means that you have, like you said, you have sadness, and that is why you know the word bitter. Bitter is well, what is bitter? Maybe lemon? No, lemon is sour. What is bitter?
Good.
Yeah, but just give me an example. What is bitter to you?
Bitter fruit.
What kind of fruit is bitter to you?
Grape.
Grapefruit, yeah, I agree. Grapefruit, very good. It is bitter. So that means that you have a bitter feeling, but at the same time, this feeling is sweet. So it's not sad. It's bittersweet. Okay. Then you said like the exams are coming. The exams are coming. Well, you know, this is typically Russian because usually Americans or the British people, they will add something because the sentence in English is not finished. If you can see it, can you see that the Russian sentence is finished but not the English sentence? The English sentence is not finished. So if you say, I will explain it to you, if you say like the exams are coming closer, then it will be more like an English sentence. When you say the exams are coming, it's just you have the feeling that you want to ask, where are they coming? Where are they going? And when you say the exams are coming closer, then it makes sense. But that's all right. It's just, you know, observation. Okay. Anybody else about your news?
I can say yours.
Yeah, sure, of course. We are very happy to hear you.
I'm too to hear to see all of you. Yeah, I feel this bitter feeling. I mean, every evening, and on the one hand, it's terrible bit. I mean, we'll have to cope with it. We'll have to move in a town. We'll miss our classmates and our old life. But on the other hand, it opens new doors for us. I mean, new opportunities.
Okay.
I think it's worth it.
Okay, good, interesting. Yeah, I remember in my childhood, my dad used to be a military. That means that we had to move a lot all around the former Soviet Union. We lived in the Ukraine, we lived in the Samara, which is formerly had another name. We lived in the south of Russia, we lived in different places. So, and of course, when we moved, I had to start a new school. And I understand what you're talking about. When I have the new classmates, the new fightings with the new boys, I understand. Yeah, that's very clear. Yeah, that happens, not a problem. Okay, anybody else wants to share the news? So nobody wants to share. Yeah, please say something. Yeah. Katya, Alisa, Luda, who didn't say anything about your news? Please tell us a little bit.
Yeah, the last week I was preparing with my classmates the last dance, which we will dance
Yeah.
25 May.
Okay.
And we will finish our school.
Yeah.
And we tried to sing song.
Okay.
The concert. Prepared for concert.
Okay. Good. Good. Katya? Oh.
I have said some words about exams are coming. It
all
was
right.
my sentence.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Luda, you want to say something?
Now I'm studying vocabulary for my exam, and it does not seem so hard for me. I explored that I knew it very well. But not so well that I knew it.
Well, I cannot say about myself that I know my vocabulary very good. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying okay, but that's all right. Okay, anybody else? All right. So good to hear what you were saying, and as you can see, I changed the beginning of the class. Usually you remember I began with the BBC News, but today I decided to start in a slightly different way. I started with the NCIS, which is the TV show. Maybe you know that. Okay. NCIS, which means that this is the criminal investigation for the naval criminal investigation something. I'm not sure what was that. I recommend you to watch this show, this series, because you know, nowadays it's so hard to find something clean. What I mean clean is the movie where you do not have bad language, or where you do not have lots of violence. Yeah, I agree that you have violence here, but no bad language at all. So if you want to improve your English, I recommend you watching that. And you can do it watching the channel for free. I will show it to you, which is called so the channel is called 5 USA Live, and you can find it on the website which is called www.tvguide.co.uk. okay, I think that you can see it. Can you see it? Hello, are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it just
on showers. Time.
Needs to be shorter, catchier. Come on, showers April. No, it's called the April shower.
well, this is the advertisement, so you know that usually between the parts of the movies you have to watch all of these advertisements. So have you ever heard about this TV show which is called NCIS? Have you heard about that?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I just recommend you to watch it. Alright, good. So first of all, we start with what we did the previous class. In the previous class we talked about your essays, and I just wanted to remind you a little bit just to start moving all of this conversation. So we talked about very different topics, and the topics were the real topics of the essays used previously in the real Russian national exam ЕГЭ previous years. So this is one of the topics. It's not right to be strict with little children. So what I want you to do now is just to talk a little bit. It's not an essay. I just want you to start talking, and this is the most important part for me. Just tell me about your feelings, what you feel when somebody says to you that it's not right to be strict with little children. What would you say? Okay? Yeah, Guzel, please.
I think that it's true. I agree with this opinion. It's not right to be strict with the children, but we should take into consideration that we shouldn't
What's that? To spoil Spoil.
To spoil them. For me, if I had a child, I would teach him all the time. I would make him do homework to learn, to know more. So he wouldn't have time to do something bad.
All right. So the meaning of spoil is, I wrote it in Russian, and maybe you know that there is another term which you will not use, but they do not have in English the same term like we have in Russian. And another term is close to what you said. What you asked in Russian is something like that, and in the Russian version will be around that, to pamper. And you know, pamper or pampers, you understand what's the meaning of that, right? Okay. So spoil, so you don't want to spoil the child. You do not, please do not use the word pamper. It's just you have to know the word. But in your essay you use the word spoil. You don't want to spoil the child. So I would say that the key word for you, Guzel, was the word spoil. Okay, very good. We are talking about essay, and you know, to start an essay you have to have these keywords, and from these keywords you will start all of your essay. Okay, next, Alice, what would you say when you hear something?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with this statement. It's not right to be strict with little children, because when you tend yourself with children very strict, when they will grow up very shy and modest, and they will afraid to make mistakes because because they know what you will
punish
them.
Okay, shout or yell. Okay, I understand what you say. Shout. It's kind of a good word. Shout. It's shout or cry. These words is when you do something very loudly. But when you want to give the meaning of something negative, you say the word yell. It's just like, don't yell at me. Stop yelling. You understand, right?
Yes.
So that's the difference between shout, cry, and yell. Okay. Good. Very good. That's a good point. And so the keywords will be shy and yell. Okay. Next, Katya.
I think this statement is true, because when children get a lot of strict actions of adults, and they become very quiet and and they don't want to care about someone else, and they just want to be not to be a subject of adults' attention, not to make mistake, and not to have a quarrel with them. I think that we should treat with little children with our caress and love, to bring up for them into wonderful persons who will love and treat very well their children, because when any person gets a lot of love and caress, he becomes a very kind and nice person, and it's good for our society.
Yeah, I understand. So, Luda, the only problem is just I need everything what you said in one or two words. Just like I need keywords. Just what would you choose? Which word?
Caress.
Caress. Okay. All right.
Kate.
Sorry.
It was Katya.
Katya? Okay, caress. Katya, sorry. Then Luda, sorry.
I agree with this opinion. It's okay to punish children for bad behavior. For example, one day without internet or without toys. But I think it's awful to beat children or to treat them like with animal. And my opinion is that we should punish children, but not so strictly.
All right. Very interesting. Well, I just want to point out a little bit to show you that you do not emphasize one of the words which for me is very, very important. It says it's not right to be strict with little children. It's not like you used what did you use? I mean, not you, but somebody says that you can understand that you are not talking about little children. That's very different. Of course, you know, when you think of teenagers, or when you think of yourself, I think this is very different with little children. So please pay very careful attention to every word in the topic of your essay, because the meaning, if you just think, it's very different. If you talk about keeping in mind that you talk about all children, the person who reads your essay can think that you're talking about teenagers, but this is very different from little children. Do not forget about that. Then when you say do not punish the child because he, you know, when you say he, you have to be politically correct. You have to use immediately he or she. Otherwise, it's not understandable. Why would you use only he? Because we have males and females kids. So do not forget about that. And if you just want to be good with one word, you can use they. That's the very typical thing when you say about children. You can say they instead of he or she. And then somebody, I don't remember who said that you cannot treat kids like animals. Well, I don't think that we can be very strict to animals also. Yeah, I don't know, but that's what I think. Why I'm saying about that? Because you know, the person who will read your essay, he or she or they will definitely pay attention that you are talking about animals in a disrespectful manner. All right, Dima?
I think that parents should be strict with children a bit. I mean, if they want, children can become, I don't know, let's say, they can become self-confident, and they can just sit on their neck. And but on the other hand, people should treat them like equals, because they are persons too, and they have rights. And I mean, this kind of attitude can help them to, I don't know, to grow as well as nice people.
Okay, yeah, I understand. So, just hold on. I'm looking for something. Yeah, very good. So, again, Dima, what is your only word which you will use just looking at this sentence? It's not right to be strict with little children, and give your idea in one or at most in 2 words.
Maybe equals. Equal.
Okay, I agree. Equals. And Luda, what is your word? I beg your pardon. What was your word?
Not strict.
Not strict. Okay, if you want to, not strict. Okay. Yeah, and somebody joined us. Alexandra, right? Yeah, say hello to everybody. Good to see you here. And we started talking about the previous class. We talked about the essays, that it's not right to be strict with little children. The topic is on the board. We just started talking about that. It's not right to be strict with little children. Just looking at this sentence, what are your feelings? What are your emotions? If somebody says to you this phrase, what would you think? What would you tell?
Discipline.
Uh-huh. You're not ready?
Are you asking me about what I think?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. In a very short way, just 1-2 words, 1 or 2 words, not more. Just what are your feelings? It's not an essay. It's just like a conversation. What do you think? Is it right to be strict with little children or not?
I think there should be some level of restriction.
Uh-huh.
But it should present in children's life.
Okay. So your name is Alexandra, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So your word is there are some levels. Okay.
No.
Huh?
Discipline.
What's that?
Discipline.
Well, sorry, it's just the sound interrupts and is interrupting. Can you say it again?
Discipline.
Discipline. Discipline. Okay.
Yeah.
Discipline. All right. Discipline. Discipline. All right. So, what I'm trying to explain you here is that when you come to the exam, you know what happens usually with every person is just, well, you can say panic, you can say you're nervous, everything, but you know, your head is totally blank. You just don't know what to do, what to talk about. I mean, if it is necessary for you to talk about the picture, you don't know what to say about the picture. When you look at the topic of the essay, you don't know what to say about the essay. So that is why what I'm saying to you is start with your feelings and give 1 or 2 words. And you know, these words are so strong, they are so necessary to you, that these words will give you the way out for your thinking further on. Just let me go through your words. Let's see, Guzel said that you can spoil the children. Now, can you hear that? That if you have this idea, only one idea, you can start writing your essay or you can start talking about the picture. Dima said about parents and children should be equal. Okay, that's a good beginning, that's a good start. Then Alice said, if you yell at person, the person becomes shy. Then Katya said about you have to be caress, you have to show caress to the kids, which is a very specific word. You know, another word for caress is tender. You have to be very tender. You have to be very sweet, very nice to your kid, to your baby. So if you have this idea, you can also start an essay or describing a picture. Then next word was Alexandra the strictness should be with different levels, and you have to take care of the discipline. Okay, that's also that gives you food for thought. Okay. Well, what else I just wanted to mention? So before we start talking about the pictures, Dima said like to sit on somebody's neck. You know, this is typically a Russian idiom, and you know that in English they do not have it. That's very different. If you write in your essay to sit on somebody's neck, the person who will check your essay will not understand you at all. So I understand that you want to use an idiom, but you don't know the proper idiom. What should you do? So of course I have dictionaries, I have my knowledge, I can help you, but when you are at your exam, you will not have me with you. You will not have dictionaries with you. You will not have the internet with you. So what would you do? The only answer here is the only way to answer correctly here is to use your textbooks. The textbooks which you studied during all of these years at school. Now let's ask other people. How can you say in English in a different way what you learned at school? How can you say that? Well, do not look at the dictionaries or do not look at on the internet. We're just talking again. It's only about your talk. So please give your ideas. How can you say that in English?
Maybe the Russian famous proverb say that the children can sitting on the neck of the parents' neck if they will be very tender with them.
Well, English people, American people, they do not have this idiom to sit on the neck. They will not understand what you're talking about. Freeloader. Well, I don't think that you studied this idiom at school in your textbook. I'm asking you, and be very attentive to what I'm saying. I told you, please do not look on the internet dictionaries. Just think about your textbooks. How was it in your textbooks? Because this is what you learned at school during all of these years. Anybody else, please? Yeah, you can, you know, if you don't know how to use the idiom, then find the way around. Just give an explanation using other words. How can you explain that in other words? Alright, I'm very sorry that you keep silent, but this is not a task for me, because you know, if you ask me, of course I can give you answer. Yeah. What's that?
I have some idea. I'm good.
Yes, please start talking.
Maybe if the child or not the children, if children had the opportunity to earn their living, I don't mean that they are 6 years old or 18 years old, but they do not earn their living. They are just relaxed and do not think about that.
Okay. Anybody else?
I think it means.
Can you like?
I think it means.
It means to be dependent on parents, not to have any responsibilities.
Okay. Yeah. Another word is they are not independent. Very easy. Children will be not independent. That's what you said. That's what I hear. Okay. So, and this is from your textbook. Okay. That's why I'm saying you. Please, other ideas.
Maybe I can try when you treat your child too well, they start being rude and lazy, so they don't be able in the future to take care of themselves.
Yeah, right. Absolutely, I agree. Rude, lazy, not be able to take care of themselves. Okay, anybody else? And we have to, yeah.
Maybe they won't have freedom and they'll obey them. I mean, they just won't be able to make a step without their advice, maybe.
Like a what?
I mean, they won't have freedom.
All right.
Of them.
Okay. So, no other ideas. That's it. Yeah, just you know, kind of rounding up all of this discussion. A very good discussion. Of course, you can use like big words. The big word is to be a leech. To be a leech. So you see, it's an American idiom, and you can understand that they have very different idioms, not like Russian idioms. So, do you understand the word a leech? A leech is an I'm not very sure. Maybe this is an insect which sucks blood. And it was possible, I think, maybe many years ago, it was possible to buy it in the pharmacy, to buy it in the chemist shop. Yeah, right, like a parasite, exactly, to be a leech. The insect which sucks blood. Well, I understand that you don't know the American idiom that I know because I have to know them. But in your textbook, you had, and I remember it from your textbook, the kid will be able to push the buttons. This is another idiom. To push the buttons. Like, who pushes the buttons on your remote control? That was the text in one of the textbooks in your school textbooks. Who pushes the button? Just I will ask you, and you will very easily understand. Now I will ask each of you. Alexandra, who pushes the buttons on the remote control to your television set in your family? Mom, Dad, or you?
Usually it's Dad.
Usually who?
Dad.
Dad. Okay, very good. So, Guzel, who pushes the buttons on the remote control on your TV?
My mother.
Excuse me, mother?
She's always watching. My mother, she's always watching serials.
Okay, so she pushes the buttons. Okay, Alice. Who is the boss in your house, Alice? Who pushes the buttons on the remote control? Okay, I'm not sure that you're here. Katya?
I suppose it's my father.
Father, interesting. Luda?
Dad.
Dad. Dima?
Definitely my father.
Yeah, so you see, this is, you can use lots of other things, like who's the boss in the house. So the children, the kid becomes a boss in the house. Or like Guzel said, it becomes a parasite. Now you can see other way around. We just talked and we explained how to use, like, to sit on the neck. Okay, good. Now let's move to the topic of our class today, and the topic is picture description. So I just went Yandex, and you know they have this button which says images. I pushed this button, and that was the first picture. Not today. It is called the picture of the day, or I don't know. Don't ask me. I was just looking for a picture for the class. So I went Yandex images, and I got this picture. Now we'll talk about this picture, but again, you know, to wear the pants mean the same. Well, sorry, I haven't heard it. Yeah, I understand, Alexander. I haven't heard this idiom because I don't know all of the idioms, but maybe you're right. So again, I don't want you to tell me all of this stuff, why you took this picture, why do you keep it in your album or anything, because we will not have enough time, and my point is to help you. You know, when you come to the real exam and you will get this picture and you will be in panic, you will say, I don't remember what is the first point of my plan, what does the second point of my plan says, what does the third point of my plan say, and so on, you know. So that is why I'm asking you, looking at this picture, please give me a couple of words. What are your feelings? Just exactly the same what we did. It's a funny example. Which one? Which example is funny? Nasty, we usually talk here, and you know, it's not fair that you do not have the microphone. It's just not fair. Well, usually, yeah, I understand. It's not fair. Our classes are for talking, for conversations. Usually, I kick out people who do not turn the microphone. So please, I just don't want to be rude with you. It's not a good idea.
That's it.
What's that? Wow. Something happened. Just hold on. I will come here. Have you heard this sound?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
just I will figure out what is that. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Maybe later I will figure out. I don't know. So, going back to this picture, again, so Nastya, you just distract us a lot. Yeah, I understand, but please, what is this, Lingualeo? Guzel, you know, I would not recommend to use Lingualeo. Please, do not do that. I'm not in favor of this website. Sorry, but let me just go on with this picture. So, yeah, I understand that this is the topic about children. I understand. Good, but we will never finish. Now, again, so you are at the exam, you are in panic. Just feelings, first things which pop up in your head when you have a look at this picture, like we did with the essay. The essay was about do not be strict with little children. Alright, so looking at this picture, what would you say, Alexandra?
So what I It is situated in sunny, warm place. There is a grass near the castle. And I think the royal family can live there.
Okay, very good, thank you. Güzel. Hello? Güzel, yes please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course I can.
I need to speak about this picture, yes?
Yes, about this picture. We just, you know, we are normal people. We are not teacher and student, and we are not at the exam. We just normal people without any teachers. We just talking about a picture. Just what can you say? Like a normal person, not a student, not to the teacher. What can you say about this picture?
This picture is very bright. The weather is warm and sunny, and we can guess that it is summer. In the picture, we can see a castle. It is very nice one.
Yeah, thank you so much. Alice.
In the picture, we can see a castle. It is a very warm and sunny day. I feel comfortable when I look at this picture, and I want to visit which one.
Good, very good, excellent. Katya?
In the picture, we can see a snow white castle with a grey roof. Also, we can see a fascinating garden with a lot of bushes and beautiful plants and flowers. I suppose the workers who works there have a real green thumb.
Have a, okay, real green thumb. Okay, interesting. All right.
Is it wrong?
Oh, sorry.
Is it wrong?
No, it's fine. I'm just it's nice to hear this idiom. I think that everybody knows to have a green thumb means that you can you love nature and you love working with nature, like in your garden. You have a green thumb. Okay, Luda.
In this picture, I can see an old English castle. It is ancient and majestic. It has great towers and pretty bushes around. The atmosphere is calm and relaxing. Isn't it gorgeous? I always dream to live in such building because I'm fond of history.
Okay, good, excellent, good ideas. All right, Luda. Who was talking? I have forgotten. I was just so much impressed by your what you said. So Luda, it's your turn to talk. Or whose turn is it now?
Yes,
please.
It's me. What? No, I said this. I talked.
You said already. What is that? Are you using the inversion? The beginning was very strange. What is that? Who said that? Huh? Just tell me who says that. Are you using the?
I said.
Güzel?
Güzel.
What did you mean by that?
The girl before this girl, I do not remember the name, sorry. She said the beginning was very strange. She said in the picture, in we can see about, and I didn't understand what she meant.
In the picture we can see a boat. What did you say? A boat?
I wanted to ask the girl.
All right.
Who said?
Yeah. Do not pay attention to that. Güzel. Yeah, I understand. We just please. We are not trying to be. Do not be strict with little children, please. Please do not be strict with little. We are trying to talk a little bit. I know that we make mistakes. I make mistakes every day. And this is not a problem. You understand me, I understand you. I'm trying to do my best, and this is the point of the English language. This is the point of learning. We need to talk. That's the biggest problem, the biggest idea for us to talk. Okay, Dima.
We can see pretty beautiful. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, in this picture you can see pretty beautiful landscape. I'm talking about a big snow white castle with a great number of towels. In the background you can see a blue deep sky with a couple of clouds. It seems pretty wonderful.
Okay, yes, something is going on with my connection. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, because you know it's
Hello. Let's discuss this picture.
Well, Dima, I didn't hear you because I was disconnected. I have no idea why. I was totally disconnected. So just hold on. You will have to start talking over again because yeah, and I do not have the opportunity to show you anything on my screen. I'm so sorry about that. It's just the default connection today. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, that's not good, guys. Something is wrong today. Something is going bad today. Yeah, you see, people said that they cannot hear me. That was not my problem. That was the problem of the server, the internet provider. Because I saw like it disconnected totally. Sorry about that. Okay, good. Now, of course, I prepared. Okay, maybe, yeah, I will share the screen over again. I think so. I think that I will share the screen. Yeah, good. So it comes back. All right. So if we go over again through the words which you gave, now again please have a look at it and understand what I'm trying to explain to you today is that you will see that you will not panic during the class. If you have these words, just let's go over again the words which you said. Somebody said castle, good. Somebody said bright, another one said comfortable, green thumb, majestic towers, gorgeous, I'm fond of history, landscape. Now you know this is kind of the set of words which is necessary, which is enough for you to make a description of the picture. Well, let's move on a little bit, and I will show you what I prepared for today, but I think that we will talk about that the next class. Hopefully everything goes well, we'll talk about that next class. But next thing what I want you to do is to think of some ideas, because if you go back to the essays they usually need your ideas. Like, you know, one of my students told me, and you know, I will remember what she said to me. I will remember maybe till the end of my life. The rest of my life I will remember. When we talked about this being strict to the little children, she said, if you are strict to the little children, parents, if parents are strict to the little children. Parents will disappoint the children. You know, it's such a deep thought. I was scared how deep the thought is. I don't want to disappoint my kids. You understand? That's a terrible idea. If parents disappoint their children, that's terrible. So you see, this is talking about ideas. When you started talking about this picture, you said that I'm fond of history. That's again an idea. And I want to also to mention one of other students. She said that maybe this is a museum, and people came here on a tour to watch beautiful pictures. So you see, this is again a great idea. Now, you know that the first thing which you need to have in order not to panic, the first thing is just your feelings, your emotions. What you see. Just if you have these ideas, if you have these words like castle, majestic, gorgeous, then you will not panic. And then you need ideas. If you have ideas, then you will cover the description. Okay, good. And now let's move to what I prepared for you for today. It's picture description. Describe a photo or a picture, and this is from the British Council. And I think that we will not cover it today, but I think that it will. We will work on that the next class. All right. Just let's start.
Okay. You each have a picture. You've got 1 minute to look at your picture. Describe all that you can see in the picture and explain what you think is happening.
In the picture, there is a man lying on the middle of the road, and there is a car and a motorbike there. I believe there is a car accident, and that guy is almost dying. And people are trying to rescue him from death. And in the right bottom of the picture, there's a reporter holding a camera, and there is a policewoman or policeman, and he's trying to tell his partner come, I think.
Okay, you each have a picture. You've got 1 minute to look at your picture. Describe all that you can see in the picture and explain what you think is happening.
So in my picture, there are 3 men. They're holding water guns and shooting at each other. And they are laughing, and I think they're very excited about this. I think they could be celebrating some kind of festival, because, you know, in Thailand, that they celebrate their New Year by splashing water on each other. So I think the 2 men in the photo is tourists that they are going to Thailand to celebrate this festival. Yes.
All right. Now you understand what is that about. And this is a very real exam for Cambridge exams or whatever. You know that in many Cambridge exams you have the picture description. Now, of course, I will give you the same pictures and I will ask you to describe them. Okay? So let's start with the first one. Okay? Guzel? Can you?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, of course I can hear you. Everything is fine.
This picture is rather nervous. I think there is some problem. In this picture, you can see a car and the person who is lying on the floor, maybe he is sick. Something happens.
Okay, good. Alice, What would you say?
In the picture, we can see a policeman and 3 medical workers, and maybe in this picture somebody has injured, and therefore the medical workers are helping to these men, and the reporter is taking a photo of them.
Okay, very good. Then Katya?
We can see an action of helping to one person who may be hurt, and there is a policeman and there are some medical workers, and also to the right we can see a journalist who is trying to record this action. That's all.
Okay. Luda? Hello, Luda. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
In the picture, I can see the policeman and some people from medical service, and in the ground, the man is laying in the ground with some injuries. I think that it was robbery or something like that. He was beaten. The atmosphere is very calmless, and I feel very uncomfortable to see this picture.
All right, Alexandra.
Judging by the person's relating before, I can say that there has been an accident. Now there are some medical workers, also there is a policeman, and also a reporter.
Okay. Yeah. That's it.
I think it was. I think it was a car accident, and the person who lays on the floor was injured badly.
Okay, good. Dima?
So in the photo, I see car accident, and as you can see, one man was injured, and 3 medical workers trying to take care of him, and also there is a reporter who is trying to audit and tell people truth of the accident.
Okay. All right, I see. So just a couple of words about your description. Well, you see, it's the words are supposed to be so easy, but not for you, because in English we say paramedics. You see what I'm saying about the people who help to take care of this? It's paramedics. Okay, then when you said several people said on the floor, it's not on the floor, it's on the ground. Okay, and then the reporter is recording. Record, it's a noun. When you say a verb, you have to use the accent on the second syllable. It's not record, it's record. Okay, so that means that picture description is very unusual to you. So next class we'll keep on talking about that, and let's go back to our class. Now we have to finish, the time is up. Now please do not forget about the review. I have the special page for the review on my ВКонтакте. Отзывы, please write them down. And any questions, any wishes, any comments, any observations, please feel free to ask me.
No observations.
Comments?
is always a pleasure to have lessons with you.
Thank you so much. Anybody else?
Yes, I just want to say thank you.
We had a good time.
Good.
And a very productive lesson.
Okay, good. Thank you. So, all right. If you, if it's everything which you wanted to say, that's okay. Now, as of your homework, you know that everything is being recorded, and I will upload it on YouTube, and also I put up all of the pictures on the internet on my page in Contact, the Emphasized English. My page is called so. The homework will be, you have to describe the picture, whatever you want to. This picture with the castle, or another picture with a car accident, that's up to you. And send it to me, and I will check it. So if you do not have any other questions, that's it for today. I've been so happy to see you over again. See you next Friday, hopefully. Okay, bye bye for now.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you a lot. Good evening. Have a good time at weekends. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. My pleasure to meet you, to meet with you again.
You bet.
Good luck.
Same to you.